Yesterday, I told you all that Selena Gomez came under fire by Mexican actor Eugenio Derbez for her accent in the new film Emilia Perez. He didn't like it. He thought her performance was awful because of it, and he said that publicly on a podcast. He literally said that she and her accent were indefensible. Selena acts and sings in Spanish in the movie. And even though Selena is half Latina, she's American and her accent is very American sounding when speaking in Spanish. And Eugenio Derbez broke this unspoken rule amongst respected professional working actors. You don't take a giant poo-poo on another actor's performance. That's what the critics are for. Or the general public who will let you know. Well, Eugenio Derbez went very viral and quickly has responded apologizing to Selena Gomez. He took to his social media to say the following: "Dear Selena," in English, "I truly apologize for my careless comments. They are indefensible and go against everything I stand for. As Latinos, we should always support one another. There's no excuse. I was wrong, and I deeply admire your career and your kind heart. Emilia Perez deserves to be celebrated, not diminished by my thoughtless remarks. I'm walking away from this with an important lesson learned. While I understand if you cannot accept my apology, please know it comes from the heart." Thus far, Selena has not responded, but in a recent interview, she shared that she spent 6 months working to improve her Spanish before taking on the role in Emilia Perez. And she explains that when she was young, up until the age of 7, she was fluent in Spanish. Selena said in a recent interview, "I got my first job at 7, and most of my jobs from that point on were in English. And I just lost my Spanish. That's kind of the case for a lot of people, especially Mexican American people. But," she adds, "I wish I just knew a lot more than I do. But I think that's why I try to honor my culture as much as possible, from releasing an album in Spanish to wanting to pursue this movie," she says. And this is not the last that we've seen of Selena in Español. She says, "And I don't think it'll be the last thing I do in Spanish." Good for you. Remember Selena, the OG, Selena Quintanilla? She grew up in Corpus Christi, Texas, and her Spanish wasn't that amazing either at the beginning of her career. And over the years, she worked to improve it, and she did. And we should celebrate, I think, any Latino who puts in the effort to regain fluency or even learn Spanish for the first time. Because sometimes parents, for whatever reasons, or even grandparents, they don't pass that along. It's hard. It's hard. But kudos to Eugenio for acknowledging the error of his ways very quickly. Thoughts? Let me know in the comment section.